Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk of the Universe. Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk of the Universe.
Remember, folks, we are live on YouTube as well, too. YouTube.com/SRG Universe. Go over there, say hello, get those numbers up for us so we're seen on the page. Hello, Mythical Panda. We're just starting in a couple minutes. We're waiting on some random guy. Oh, we're waiting on Jeremy. Oh, that's what we're waiting on. All right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the SRG universe, the following program is scheduled for one fall. This is Talk of the Universe.
And we are live, folks. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Talk of the Universe. I am one of your hosts, Chibi.
Hello.
Up on the screen, we've got Mr. Jeremy Steigerwald, practice site.
Hi,
and
Jeremy.
to my
Hello.
stage right is Brian Wait for it Schmidt. Yeah, that's the right direction. Folks,
And Farley, the sheep.
oh God, not him.
Senior executive producer Farley the sheep.
Yes, I am.
When did he become executive producer?
When you told him to go away last week.
After woodcutter number 11, within the span of 4 minutes, Brian saw my wisdom. How many will it take for you to see my wisdom?
Oh my God! All right.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
This is how we're starting tonight's episode, folks. We've got a lot to cover
man.
tonight. We've
Comment
got
of the week just happened in chat from Michael Kirk.
Oh. Huh. We need to get a promo card like Mythical Panda needs. You know what? If we knew where the belt was, Kirk, he would probably have it shot already. But I digest.
He would already deserve it because of what he's done in ACCW and
Exactly.
Dojo.
Okay.
But let's go to. We've got some P's and some and maybe a C, but more likely some P. We already did the C. We got some P's.
Yeah, that's right. Your 3 P's: your post, your promo, and your photo of the week.
And your pancakes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
I would like to
4
start with the
Ps.
promo,
Oh,
if you would be so kind.
Oh yes. This is actually Chibi picked this one out for this week here, folks. So
You're saying that you gave me a choice of 1, 2, and 3.
No, I did no.
And I
such
said
thing.
4 cut in half is 2.
I did no.
And
such
you
thing.
chose that.
Timmy and I made the choice. If you got a problem with it, at me.
Okay. Here we go.
Thank you for joining us. Joining me.
What's up, man?
Hey, so I'm holding this Tri-State Invitational, and as of right now, I am unsure if I'm expanding it, but I know for a fact at least you were one of the people I wanted into this tournament. Seeing as you're a former Tri-State champ, you are one of the best tag team players I know, honestly. So
I appreciate that.
Of course. So, I'm letting you know that you have been formally invited to enter the Tri-State Invitational.
Sweet, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let me get my phone and I'll call Dan right now.
Don't you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Between you and me, Dan is already in the tournament.
What's that?
Oh, that might be your tag team.
What?
That's your tag team partner. I'm
No, my
I'm
tag-
making the rules here. Yeah, your tag team partner.
Hi, bestie. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
I'm
no.
chomping at the bits for
Hell
this.
no.
Dowry,
Dowry?
Swaggy,
Yeah.
mwah, mwah,
Dowry?
mwah.
It's an honor. Listen, Brain Trust can pull it off. I have full confidence you guys making it far in this tournament.
Okay, well, the brain trust would
Best
have been
of
me
luck.
and Simon. It would have been me. It would have been me and Jeremy. Sorry, it was the brain trust. Not this doofus.
Nerds, get your socks out. It's gonna be a fun time.
Folks, it's a match made in your worst nightmares. The Italian Bombada and Brian Wait for it Schmidt are going to be a tag team for the Tri-State tag title tournament.
No, he just said the Brain Trust. I feel like there's a Freebird rule here.
It's possible, but he thought Simon was in the Brain Trust, not me.
Yeah, either way.
Which Simon?
Probably it's Simon Dabner.
Oh, that's okay. I but all right, 4 people. 4 of us can,
Yeah.
Y'all live up there, and I have a New York State birth certificate. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
The hope is
I am a former
that
tri-state champion, by the way.
more very entertaining tag teams come out for this tri-state tag team tournament.
They did announce that Polverino and Dan Page are a
That's
tag team.
not a entertaining tag team.
No, it's not. There was
John P could be put with anyone else, and it still would not be an entertaining tag team.
Mikey Nichols.
Oh no!
No, Brian just scored points. Points to Brian.
Ha! I got points. Ha ha!
He's finally on the
points-
board.
I'm on the board.
Points are bad, Schmidt. Anyways,
No.
okay.
These are
Okay.
good points. He finally got on the board.
This is
Okay, let's get off of this topic. Photo of the week.
There you go. Photo of the week comes from
Picture of me.
WonderCon as Eddie
Hey.
Fury and Math Guy demo at WonderCon. How about that?
Kids are learning early about how many skill requirement cards to put in your deck.
I wonder
What do you wonder?
how many people they were able to get.
I have not spoken to Eddie Fury in a moment, so I can actually ask. I'll give him a shout.
But let's just hope it was always Eddie Fury over there and not the Jerk of Sir, because that would scare people away.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it was Doug Saunders and not Eddie Fury, because Doug's a cool dude.
Yeah, Doug is a really cool dude. All right.
So Doug doing demos,
And Math
that's-
Guy keeping
good.
track of the numbers. Hopefully something good comes out of that.
What's up?
Listen, this is how you do it. If you want a locals, this is how it happens. You got to do the legwork.
Yep.
Someone has to. It might not be you, but someone has to be doing the legwork. And
Mhm.
good job on Doug and Brandon out there. Making it happen is great.
All right. Last but not least, your post of the week.
Post of the week comes from. I am shocked about this. Uncle Bradley.
What?
Brad made a post that wasn't a troll, and then that's like automatically like a lot of points. Well, I guess the picture was a troll, but
The
if we
picture
ignore
was
the
100% a troll.
Right?
ignore
How
the
could you
picture.
say it wasn't? What 4 competitors would you put on the Mount Rushmore of LFF decks? Could be any criteria you want: most broken, most wins, best art, best finish names, etc., etc.
Oh, why my Facebook does this now?
I don't know.
All right, so we have Mama Senior saying, El Super Hombre, Rising Sun, Mas Lama, Snake Pit, go through Clásicos. And the original Legends. of
I mean,
Power.
a lot of people's OG4 ended up on there.
Yeah. Hombre. Look at Gary Schneider. Press 1P, Boss, Calais, and Grump. Okay. Newspaper of the week. Yeah, newspaper week came close, but Runtime Terror, Neil I, Press 1P, and anything else that fits the same exact criteria. Look at this criteria.
Yeah,
that whole line, Harry.
it's criteria that lets him put Mila Mai in there. Like,
I'm not saying
Camp
that.
for a year and 10 plus defenses. I think that is a perfectly reasonable one for the year plus 10 plus defense.
Okay, that's fair enough. For your own entitled to your
All right, well then,
wrong opinion. Boss putting Sage, El Super Hombre, Snake Pit, and Rising Sun. Obviously, he puts his wife first, which is smart.
Well, I mean, he doesn't want to sleep on the couch.
he would like to sleep as a human being and not a newt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that too. I mean, she could change him into something,
She could, yeah.
but then he couldn't take care of the kids. So,
Why are we triggering my what? That was-
because you decided to put it on there again, Schmidt.
It's-
Once again, you keep on forgetting to turn it off.
I mean, like people can go exclamation point penguin and see what happens. But
Oh,
we're not
don't
gonna
No.
do that one.
Brian Schmidt about to get decapitated.
Yep.
It's been deleted. Don't worry. Yeah, send doesn't work either, Rambo. All you get is a blank screen because I have to. Think. All right, we're going
That's worse than anything else. But
I
either
know.
way,
Yeah.
folks, that was your 3 Ps. And we pretend that we had a little C in case boss comes back in here.
Oh, we did. That was the first one we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
We can review.
We can review.
Weekend reviews starting with Thursday night. Why? Because Thursday night is the best night for Super Show action.
For show.
Starting with Chibi's Thursday night fights number 187. This past week, we got 187 events gone through. So
Jeremy.
we had a special guest referee of Homicide
That's right.
with a ring of fire right before it because who
Oh.
doesn't like fire?
Fire bad. Fire bad.
Our top 3, Mr. Ricky Riot as Theo the Greek Neo. Second place, the Italian Bombada as the Italian Bombada.
Bye.
And first place as Scrappers,
Scrappers.
the
What a
SRG
dog is
BOSS Steve Resk.
Okay, I'm formally putting a petition in to put Farley into the game, and he can run in wool-cutters at 23, 24, and 25. That is his gimmick.
I mean, Scrappers doesn't have any extra finishers. It's just that he gets to run tag team finishers in the singles. I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
if it's that good, but
I mean,
I was
Rock
watching
Newman.
Boss win
Rock Newman gets
matches
to
with
run-
Crowd Meter 013s quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, Rock Newman gets to run trios finishes. That's not
Exactly,
and
see?
no one is burning the world down with Rock Newman, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Waiting on the TVA to get Rock Newman going. Anyway,
Okay. That leads us into Sunday night fights.
oh god, Sunday night fights. We had a packed event. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to and counting something. One thing. First off of the night, we had the the United States title defense as Robert the Brain Dunn took on the Possum Gang, El Scorpio versus Grandpa Big Bad Bobby D. And folks, this was a slobber knocker. But still retaining the U.S. title is Robert the Brain Dunn. Great match between both of them. It was, but Possum Gang.
Isn't that? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Con-
Sorry. No, continue.
Isn't that Brain still standing?
Oh yeah,
Brain still
Brain still
standing.
standing. My apologies.
Yeah.
Brain still standing. Second match of the night happened to be the United States Championship as Drew Madsen, who is on a tear with Mimic, taking on Harvey Luster as Scott Prime, and Scott Prime didn't roll a single 5 at all. Scott Prime was dominating those turn rolls. The champ got it, but Crown Meter won. Primal Scream, your winner and new LFF Underworld Champion, Harvey Luster. Related.
What was that? 4 defenses?
4 defenses, yes.
The best
Very good.
Underworld run in a long time.
A
Yes,
very long
congratulations there. Very, very nice showing. But congratulations to Harvey Luster bringing another title back to the Deep South.
time. Yes, bring another team.
Oh no, it stayed in the Deep South.
wait a minute, what? Did the Midwest Coast GM annex Alabama when I wasn't paying attention?
Yes.
They
Might have tried.
They probably did. They
Uh,
tried.
Following that, we had the finals of the Trios tournament. Trios of Champion Trios tournament. The finalist was TBG playing as TBG, taking on Sean Loeb using he was using, oh my god, he wasn't using the herb business. Who was he using? I apologize. But Loeb did take the win, folks. Loeb took it at Crown Meter 1. So Sean Loeb, the greatest trios player ever uncrowned, has a future trios title shot. Thank you, League of Extraordinary Grapplers. Thank you, Pomada. Thank you, Bestie. So
It was like a 22 that he won with too.
yeah, it was a
Nah.
22. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 15, 18, 15, something like that was the rolls.
Yeah.
And now he is your 2025 LFF champion or something else. I don't know.
No, he's not here.
Right?
Keep note. I do keep my notes. I'm sorry. Loeb gets a shot at virtual grand gathering. My notes are here somewhere, but if you have a desk with cards on it, you know stuff goes missing. Anyway,
virtual grand gathering. Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about with that, but we are going to wait.
And the final match of the night was the LFF Trios title was defended as Arcade Aaron as My Girls takes on Chris Pate using NWO, and this was probably one of the quickest Trios matches I've ever seen. Arcade Aaron wins with the 31. It's the sub 31. It was no turn rolls whatsoever. Pate maybe got one or two plays, but your winner, it's still LFF Trios champion, Arcade Addict Aaron.
Congratulations there.
Congrats, brother. This upcoming Sunday will be the old school title defense as Ron Rumble. Mr. Rumble takes on. I don't know which one of Hollywood we're getting. Are we getting the back or are we getting Nacho? Is Nacho gimmick? I don't know.
I think we're getting the Nacho guy. Oh yeah, Nacho champions approved. Turns out that multiple people can channel the spirit of the Nacho guy because it's too big for a single individual. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little powerful.
Yeah, that's very powerful. That's like the spirit
Just a little extremely powerful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Leads us into Monday Night Fights. Monday Night Fights had a top 4 of New York Rules with the finals of Psycho Circus.
Yes.
And the claim of no triads, but there was plenty of triads.
There was one. So the only reason there was a triad because each player in Group A.
You could have had a tag match, but you didn't.
I'm not doing. Do I look like the boss? Do I look?
Yes.
Like the boss? No, I'm not doing a tag match. No. So we had. I said no triads. But unfortunately, due to the fact that the second, third, and fourth place person in Group A had the same exact record across the board with points, wins in pod, we had to go into a triple threat. Simon Dabner came out of that triple threat. But here are your
top 3 from the event. We have the prize fighter as Shane Strickland. In second place, we have Ricky Riot as the OG Theo the Greek Neo. And in first place, Ronnie with Father Lights.
Oh, and
he has seen the lights.
I have been told that the match was very quick. That
you were told that it was very quick? I thought you were there.
I was dealing with something. You look like the boss. Your lips are Wow. What did I do to you, Babata? Jesus, man.
You got this guy a chance in a tag team championship tournament.
He can't be grateful at all.
This is how really good friends, we have fun with each other. Obviously, you're best friends. Something a best friend would say to a best friend.
All right, Dojo last night.
Dojo was old school night as Dirty Rhodes and Triple B defended the house with the Cannoli or LFF old school GM cards.
Hello there.
Hello there. We also had a raffle. Dirty Rhodes put a raffle up for an alt-art card as well too for every gifted sub that you gave and if you played in the dojo.
Nice.
Cards to go on sale are as follows. Also, we had Max Stone resub and we had a sketchy backyard.
Oh no.
Oh, it was great. It was a great match. But here's your cards to go on sale. The end is near. They say crime doesn't pay. Number 1 contender entrance. And number 1 contender entrance. Those are the 3 cards to go on sale. And the winner of the raffle was Mr. Ron Rumble. So congratulations, Ron Rumble. Yes, you'll be on an alt art card. Preferably old school alt art or something pertaining towards that. But that's it. Dojo next week. We have nothing lined up right now, but we may take a week off so we can reassess.
What?
It's not like ETU.
A week off of Dojo.
What are people gonna do?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah. So we'll let you know. Keep an eye on the discussion group. I have to talk to boss a couple things about what we're going to do. But yeah, and I'll make sure the arbiter's involved as well too.
Sounds good.
Unless he's playing lightsabers with someone.
All right.
Anyway,
Next up,
That's on Wednesday nights.
oh okay.
locals reports.
Oh, wait, local. We have locals.
I hope so. Oh, who won the raffle?
Ron Rumble. I said that.
You just said that.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Bombada, you of all people.
all right, we'll go support.
LFF Universe, this is Practice Site Jeremy Staggerwald with your locals report for the week of April the 2nd, 2025. We've got 4 big reports that were sent in. Let's take a look at this one. Hey, this is great. We have a new territory opening up in Alaska. Alaska Championship Wrestling from yesterday on the 1st of April. Who sent this in? You're not gonna make a fool. I don't need any help making a fool out of myself on the show. All right? You know, stop sending in fake reports. Okay, we have three locals reports. So let's get right to it, and we're going to start in Long Island, New York. Rip and Ship Arena, the go-home locals for the Long Island Tabletop CAC that this coming weekend. We're going to hear more about that on Talk of the Universe, but I'm going to guess they actually didn't go home because there was a tournament, 4 rounds of Swiss, cutting to a top 4, and the top 4 are as follows. In 4th place, the New York Phenom as Captain Kiddo. In 3rd place, the SRG Boss using that dog of a competitor, Scrappers. In 2nd place, Le Penguin doing the French Nation proud, finishing 2nd with numero 1 and winning the entire tournament. John Paul Verino, Press 1P as Bartholomew Hook. Congratulations there. And also congratulations because after Locals was done, they tallied up the points to see who would earn the next shot at the Long Island Heavyweight Championship. And there is a tie between Le Penguin and Press 1P. So the next championship match is going to be a triad match for the Long Island Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be a rough road for all 3 people, but that's what we had this week at Rip and Ship Arena on the 31st. Moving on over to the Rust Belt, North Olmsted, Ohio. And we had immediate championship match to kick off the evening. The Rust Belt ex-champion, Matt Pineapple, using Kenny Omega. Could that just be the beginning of his championship ways with Kenny Omega? But this, you can't look past his opponent on this evening, the lethal endorser, Joe Gilchrist, using KJ Impala. And big challenge, but also a victory for Matt Pineapple, still the Rust Belt X champion with Kenny Omega, so congratulations there. Immediately thereafter, there was a double elimination tournament, and the winner of this tournament would get the first spot in a triple threat match for a contract at the shot at the Rust Belt Championship. I don't know if it just means you get a title shot or if it's like a call-in shot that you can use anytime, but regardless, there's going to be a triad match just for a shot. So that's it's a prestigious championship, and the first contender in there is going to be, having gone undefeated in this tournament with Eva Firecat, will be Matt Pineapple. Rounding out the top 3, lethal endorser Joe Gilchrist with KJ Impala, and Funtime Bob using Mr. Rumble. But Matt Pineapple's in there with Eva Firecat, and he's also the #1 contender with a straight-up shot because he had the most wins in March. So Matt Pineapple has earned a shot at the Rust Belt Championship in May. So it's just everything's coming up Pineapple in the Rust Belt. As long as he stays off pizza, Pineapple's pretty delicious. So congratulations to Matt. And that's what's going on in Recess Games in North Olmsted. Well deserved there. And speaking of people that deserve great things, Ken Fouché Wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky, as we go down to Miso's, which is just the store that Ken Fouché Wrestling is, the KFW. Okay, that it's the promotion. I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, when your logo is this attractive, could you resist either? No. Miso's Games, and the Miso's Championship has been vacated. So it is on the line in a tournament at their pay-per-view, which is called the Flying Around with Ad Hoc Tornadoes Tournament. That's the name of their pay-per-view. And what that means is they took two singles competitors, put them together to create a tornado. In the old days, you could do that, and then we had some combinations that got out of hand. But as you'll see in these results, there are some combinations that get out of hand. So in third place, the Root Beer Guy, and his combination was Professor Leonardo Maguette and Lauren Santiago. And that just finished third place. I don't want to play against that. In second place, Alexander Slamilton with Grand Pack D2 and Harder Core Slamilton. Second place, also pretty brutal. And in first place, and the new Misos champion is Sean Braden. Congratulations to Sean. He took down the tournament with a combination of the Corrugated Cardboard Villain and the Rising Sun. Big win there for Sean. And he is the new Misos champion. The award for the most toxic deck goes to Hollow King, who used King Cold and Mr. Snap. That's one of the combinations from back. This actually brings back a lot of memories. This is one of the combinations from back in the old days, which is why this format doesn't happen anymore. Cold Snap was well known, so Hollow King brought it back. After the tournament, we had a Bluegrass Championship match. The Bluegrass title has a great lineage and history here in the LFF, and the current champion is Austin Lucas, using the Ultimate Fighter. However, Austin had to handle some Austin on Austin violence as Austin Wan using Split challenge for the Bluegrass champion. So, hey, you could also look at it. Austin wins no matter what. I'm sure they heard that joke 15 times that day. Your winner and still the Bluegrass champion is Austin Lucas. So congratulations to, both Austins on a good match and Austin Lucas for retaining. That was Misos on the 31st. That was your weekend locals. And remember, locals are the lifeblood of Super Show. So if you have a game store, get out there and get those in-person Super Show games in. If not, see if you can find one and get it going. And speaking of getting things going, let's get back to talk of the universe.
And we're back. And ladies and gentlemen, I have breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Jeremy Steigerwald, we have him live on scene. Jeremy, you have breaking news for us?
I do. So, big scandal. The Crime Wave has been disqualified from Faction Wars as a result of a betting scandal.
Wait, what? Hold on.
The records have showed law enforcement has revealed that the consigliere of this criminal enterprise has been giving insider information to casinos. Stop interrupting me when I'm talking, as well as to oddsmaker Brock Smith. So it's
records
unfortunate.
show the consigliere of the crime wave gave insider information. Betting scandal. Listen, I bet on us from day one. This is not the MLB here, Mr. Steigerwald. I said that we were going to win, and then I'm going to fire John Calais from hosting Faction Wars, and I'm going to retire a Faction Wars champion and take over next year. Pat Mulligan, he did get fired, not from our company, but from a different one. So that one is actually true.
Oh
man!
Wow, Jeremy.
Man, my God! Listen. Faction Wars finals.
Look, I'm just out here trying to illegally get into Faction Wars finals, and you're out here like interrupting me. That's very rude, by the way. Very rude.
It was as close as possible.
Yes.
And that is not hyperbole. The line and the Crime Wave went to the literal game 3 of the final match.
Yep.
After John Von Masick, newest recruit to the Crime Wave, defeated an old recruit, the Harm City Hitman, previously had played for the Crime Wave. So it looks like we made a good investment there. Got a little scary,
well, we both did because the last round went even further because it went to a literal tiebreaker, and Harm City Hitman came through clutch in the end. He came through clutch every round this tournament, honestly.
Yeah.
Harm City Hitman is a great player. Taught him everything he knows. Just like many of the greats here in the LFF, Anthony the Cannoli Perry, the GOAT Brock Smith, Harm City Hitman. They've come under the tutelage of the Crime Wave, and they've gone on to do very well. Big Match Pete, so look at everybody else. Robert the Brain Dunn, who, man, I got a lot to say about. He left his faction, and it's been a stink fest, like that news reporting. You want to talk about hot garbage? I want to demand a rematch against Robert the Brain Dunn. for the United States Championship. You know, the greatest American who ever lived, the SRG BOSS, thanks to Russian intel and the umbrella hold, was robbed of one of the greatest title reigns of all time, giving back to the people here at the LFF. Have we even heard from Robert the Brain Dunn? Is he?
We saw him on Sunday.
He defended on Sunday against Possum Kang and won.
Yes.
Have we even heard from Robert the Brain Dunn? Okay, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the promotional videos, the representing of America. This guy has been all for himself. It has been god awful. God damn it, Schmidt, don't you disagree with me here on my damn show. You're supposed to have my back, the consigliere. You're not supposed to be kissing the ass of Robert the Brain Dunn. Okay.
Listen, I ain't kissing Bob Dunn's ass at all.
You're kissing your own intestines when you're puckering up to Robert the Brain Dunn because your head is so far up your own ass, you don't even know what's going on here. All right. GOAT. Once in a generation, generational talent, my champion, my triad champion, the most exciting champion in the LFF.
The guy you're spreading betting intel to.
Please make this right. I want my rematch. All right. Project Spider's doing all this nonsense. I went 7-1 at the award show. I went 5-2 at the event hosted in Robert the Brain's store. Shift over Terror Skull, make him a United States competitor. I don't care what you have to do, man. Get me my rematch. Let's get the U.S. Championship back on track. All right, that's what I want. I want Robert the Brain Dunn to stop showing up against the Possum Kang. It was disgusting. We all know that. I want to see a little action. I want to see movement. I want to see things done for the people here in the U.S. and in the LFF. Damn it, Schmidt. Okay. Damn it, Schmidt.
First off, Bob has done promos with.
You know what, Schmidt? Mute him. You mute yourself. All right, do something.
Schmidt, mute that guy.
Mute that guy? Okay, I'll mute that guy.
Oh. Well,
I want my rematch, Goat. Okay. Press 1P told me what happened here. Yeah, all this talk about the spiders and the movements of the belts and who's going to get underworld shots and so on and so forth. Press 1P, your player of the era, said that I had made the United States Championship more relevant than the LFF World Heavyweight Championship. And I know that came from a place of hatred because Yasmin beat him twice in one night. But it still meant a lot to me nonetheless. And I want that shot against Mr. Robert the Brain Dunn. You know, I got to go through Faction Wars to get a tornado shot against him. I want the rematch. And I know it seldom happens here in the LFF, but I think the world wants it. Brock Smith, you're the triad champion. Give me my shot against Robert the Brain Dunn. All right? We're going to have secure intel. We're going to make sure that there is no communications that can be hacked and interrupted. We're going to do that. All right? Thank you.
I mean, I don't know if it can't be hacked. Anything can be hacked in this day and age.
This is true.
All right. Moving directly into looking forward, we got Thursday's night fight number 188 with a dark match as the top 4 with a secret finals. Be ready for that. Monday night fights. Are we going to have stipulations next week, Schmidt?
Yeah, we're going to run a couple. There'll be easy steps. They're not going to be complex steps at all because it's a Monday night. It's the beginning of the week. I'm not going to do, something hard, but yeah.
So
Sounds
just
good,
like
sounds
how
good.
last week we weren't going to have any triad matches, expect Raven Blood Cemetery finals.
No.
Got the Backyard semifinals.
And for
special
no
guest
reason
referee
whatsoever, a last competitor standing match.
I mean, like we
But
could.
either way, folks, this is the big thing coming out from this week. The finals of Faction Wars 6 is set. The
Yeah.
Crime
Have you read
Wave
through
versus the Constellation. Huh? We're about to go over it right now, Steve.
No, I mean, have you read through it previously?
I
Have you
have
seen this? You're
read-
reading this in real time.
I've read through it, but I'm gonna still read it exactly as it said because these are the words directly out of GM Calace's mouth.
Well,
or
his fingers. He actually
Text,
typed
fingers, yeah. I assume that he talks into a virtual assistant and they
Yeah, his
just type
hands
everything
are too
for him.
shaky at this hour. He
Mhm.
can't type this out. Right?
Yeah. But either way, not only is this the first finals appearance for both teams, but it's the first time a Faction Wars finals has not featured either Press 1P or the Grump.
It's
The
impressive.
division matches are as follows. Each player will face off against a player using their corresponding division competitors. All 7 of these matches are set for 2 out of 3 falls, and each fall is worth 2 points.
Wow.
Tornadoes and trios. Each tornadoes and trios will face off against one another. Each match is set for 1 fall. And it's
One
worth
fall.
3 points. A lot more points. That's one more than the divisions. Very important. Tag team. Each team will choose a tag team and opponents will be revealed when the deck lists are submitted. The players selected in the tag team matches cannot be those who are using the Tornado and the Trios competitors. The tag match will be no disqualification, but will move to a tag team crowd meter after level 5 if necessary. The tag team match will be played using the singles competitors. It is set for 1 fall and is worth 3 points.
One of the clarification here. I'm going to insert question for the audience. Okay.
Okay.
What in God's name does that mean? The crowd meter will change to a tag team crowd meter. Isn't that just a tag team match?
So he's making it no disqualification, and then the crowd meter switches over to the tag team crowd meter for crowd meter 5, 6, 7. I don't know why he's making that specific change, but oh well.
So it's just a regular tag.
It's a regular tag match.
No,
Remember, Jim Calais, he doesn't remember all the rules that well. It's beneath him. He has to look at the big picture of everything.
Maybe he's taking extra precaution here and saying that this is going to have the tag team crowd meter at levels 5 and above.
Yeah. Weapon Premier. You must designate 2 players on your team as A and B for this match. The players cannot be those who are using Tornado or Trios in the tag team match or the captain. So it can't be any of those people. Match A will be a TLC, and match B will be a stick, stairs, and chairs, both set for 1 fall. Each
One fall?
3 points, and if one team wins both, they will be awarded 1 additional point. 7-point swing potentially there. Amazing.
Amazing.
Captain's match. The captains will face off in a random stipulation match. This match is worth 3 points. It must be streamed as the stipulation will be drawn immediately before the match begins. This match will serve as the tiebreaker for the round if necessary. Optional. He will allow captains to select one stipulation they do not want to play in. If both captains reveal the same stipulation, then that will be the stipulation instead, and it will be made public immediately. If both captains select different stipulations, they will be removed from the wheel.
Man, I picked the one I wanted.
MVP. At this point, all 7 players should be assigned to 2 match types, all playing division and other associated matches amongst the others. You will each select any player who you would like to designate as your MVP. This player will play a main event match that will be set for 1 fall. This match is worth points equal to the crowd meter, but cannot be worth more than 5. This match may only feature singles competitors, and it must be streamed.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. You win at crowd meter 0, you get nothing.
But if it gets to crowd meter 5, it could be the most important match of this Faction Wars finals.
Wow.
Someone's gonna win at crowd meter 0, and it's just like, that's hilarious.
Deck lists are due Saturday, April 19th. The matches are due no later than the end of Virtual Grand Gathering.
Wow.
And folks, wouldn't this be amazing if all the important matches are streamed directly at Virtual Grand Gathering?
So it seems, if I'm reading this correctly, if you were the team captain and the Tornado player, you could still opt to be the MVP and do a total of 4 matches.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that to yourself?
You could, though. I'm just saying it is a possibility.
Of course you could, but you're putting all the pressure on yourself, and if you flop to that pressure, well,
and then you're picking one of your players who only has to play 1 match, which might also be useful if someone's having a rough time outside of Super Show.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I mean, so everyone is going to be on 2 matches, right? Everybody will have their
at minimum 2 matches.
Well, now if the captain is also a Tornado or Trio player.
Right.
You can give everybody 2 matches by making someone an MVP. But
no, I mean, unless my math is wrong, I mean, you'd be in your division, and then you would be allocated to the A or B position or the tag team position. So that's 4 extra matches.
Yep.
right? I mean, I didn't map this out. Jeremy could be correct. It could still fall that there's only one. But it's interesting.
Yeah,
you know,
you
it's gonna
could
be-
if your captain is your tornado or trio, you can arrange it so that somebody only has to play their division match, and the captain would have to play like 4 matches, but only if the captain is the tornado or the trio player.
Yeah.
very interesting.
And we got the
Yeah.
TVA commissioner in the chat saying that I'm gonna beat the brakes off Boss live on Twitch yet again.
Man, he's gotten cocky, right? He's got one big win over me. The last one was very, very impressive in the top 4. After I whooped him, he had to jump the bell just like Robert the Brain Dunn on me. These cheaters here running rampant in the LFF. I'm gonna put a
I
tariff
mean,
on the jumping the bell. You get a fine.
You printed it, Steve.
Yeah. I also printed blast with the light tube and chortling low blow and smack with a shovel. You don't see me out here getting disqualified like a dirty cheat here. This is good. You know, everybody had Constellation and Just Business. Nobody even put us on their bingo card to get to the finals here. Here we are. Let them get cocky, rest on their laurels, and we'll see what happens. The promises will be kept. We're going to win faction wars. I promised an appearance in the finals. First year as a captain, can be more proud of my team. They are absolutely on fire. We had an incredible draft from day one. I think that's a big part of how far we've gotten here. And, you know, a lot of people say you need a lot of luck to beat the Constellation. I don't think so. Okay. I think that this is not a one-sided event. If you know, you are going to feel that the crime wave is the favorite here. So if you think this is big underdog, go call up the GOAT, put some money on the crime wave, and get that easy payment. You're going to shock the world. Let them be shocked. But we have great matchups on paper. We have a lot of tricks up our sleeve. And we got the ability to print whatever cards we want before Grand Gathering on the virtual setting. And you know there's going to be new cards. So I got to get some spins, some stretches. Who knows what else is
How
gonna
about some
come
more
out.
DQ cards there, boss? Come on, more DQ cards.
I mean, deck lists are due in 17 days, boss. Do you think you got enough time to get everything printed?
Yeah. I mean, the virtual Grand Gathering, isn't it? Doesn't it say that the deck lists are due before the virtual Grand Gathering?
No, deck lists are due Saturday, April 19th.
Oh, okay. That changes things.
Matches are due by the end of virtual Grand Gathering.
Okay. Now I'll just have to make sure the names of the cards I print for virtual Grand Gathering are consistent with the ones that are here. Got it.
There you go.
We can work with this. We can do this. This will be fine. It's fine, people. It's going to be fine. So yeah, Sergeant Yoga versus Jigsaw is our captain's match. What a battle that's going to be. Then I get to go up against Mr. Paulie Wood as the high roller. Who's playing the Immortal Brick Brothers on that team? Do we know that?
We probably have that. But Steve, since we got you
I
here,
have that
if you would be so willing, what match stipulation would you not want to see in the captain's match?
Brick Brothers is also Paul Morrell.
Oh, I famously whooped the chiropractor. This is gonna be nice. What match do I not want to be a part of? The tag team match, nice and easy. That's all the information you're getting out of me on this one. Yeah.
You're not going to say what stip you don't.
Yeah.
You're too scared of, boss. I mean, you're not scared of any stipulation. I know that, but which one do you
I happen
just
to
not
really
want to
like
have to deal with?
stipulations. There's actually no stipulation I really can't stand. If I think about it off the top of my head, you know, I know I might be in the minority here, but to me, one of my favorite parts of Super Show is the variations of a stip. You know, most people complain about Ring of Fire. I had a recent Ring of Fire match with Chris Pate on Thursday Night Fights, and I mean, the intensity of every turn roll being so significant and the clock winding down, it's just such an awesome experience. So there's really no stipulation I don't like. You know, there's probably some that if I take off the board, I'm not going to take my worst matchup off the board. I mean, I'm going to talk frankly here. What's probably the worst matchup for me, Sergeant Yoga? Probably bodybuilding, right? Okay, I'm not going to be dumb enough to put bodybuilding on my list
Steven
and risk
Drew
it
should
happening.
handshake ban last competitor standing in Raven's blood. No. Evil
No,
Ed
I
saying
love
fire
those.
good.
Yeah,
Well, they don't
Well,
get to
yeah.
choose.
Ed
we don't get
loves,
to shoot, right?
Yeah, Ed loves fire.
But I would never fall for that trap. I was like, what's the one stip I'm going to auto lose to? Let me make sure we don't get that one. Like, no, come on. So,
Yeah, because if I was the opponent and I knew that my opponent had a stip that just screwed them over, I'd pick it, hoping they'd pick it, and it would just automatically be it.
yeah, so
And you're,
I
so I would also
I don't
say-
care. I would put my stipulation is going to be no DQ, you know?
There you go.
along the
Short,
same
sweet, and
lines.
simple.
Along the same lines, just in general, the easiest way to lose in a specific stipulation match is to just get tilted by it, and the fact that you have to play it angers you. It's like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
mean,
over
I
and
don't
over.
build my decks the same way everybody else does, and then not as a criticism, but I keep in mind the fact that some cards are better in stipulations than others. You know, so like for example, I've run things that increase my skills at times, you know. That it could be a huge advantage in a Liger's Den match or a steel cage match or a lumberjack match that tends to be really grindy. You know, I don't always play the same retrieval cards. Sometimes you do something a little bit different and it's a huge advantage. You know, you'll find me and Sean Loeb running headbutts in decks. You know, how many stipulations is a headbutt insane, right? You know, you randomly get into a bodybuilding match and I'm playing a headbutt and I'm drawing 9 cards. You know, these are huge swings here. So I like stipulations because I like wonky cards. And every once in a while, I'm in a stip and you're getting hit with a spine shaker in a steel cage, and I've just skipped 6 turns, you know? So I'm a big fan of stipulations by every means. I'm not scared. I mean, I'm liking it so much. I might just be in a main event as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Max amount of points, either 30, anywhere between 33 and 38 points for this.
All right, let's get down to business here, folks. We're gonna seek a seat. We're gonna start screen sharing because we have Long Island Tabletop Convention this weekend. It's gonna be a very fun prize
That wasn't the right.
heavy CAC. Okay, it's gonna be a smaller CAC, probably one of the smaller ones we've ever done, being that we're at a tabletop convention here in our hometown. So should we have some good sign-up promos, some good prizes, no stipulations announced. We have announced your Hall of Fame booking list, and there are some great people on this list.
Nice.
It is a very fun event. We have a nice little space here. It is a cool little convention. It's also held at the Cradle of Aviation, which means if you're into some futuristic stuff and some history on space travel and air travel, it is a dope little venue. So if you are planning on coming down, I've seen some people that are. I'm sorry, this thing is kind of going nuttier than a squirrel turd right now. You stay there. Yeah, we're it. Come on down. It'll be worth it. There will be lots of sign-up promos. We are going to have a CAC. We're also going to have a grand battle on Sunday, which is $10, which will come with grand pack drafting plus some extra stuff. So you get a grand pack for $10 if you're in there. I might also put up a master of ceremonies on the line to get you a triad shot or other title shots, depending on if other GMs choose to honor it, which in a lot of cases they have. And we'll have a Kickstarter live, which is really cool. Sometimes you get some extra stuff.
And don't forget the buffet, boss. Let's not forget about.
Oh, don't forget the what?
The
Oh, the buffet. Saturday. I might do it all 3 nights, man. I mean, it's not too cheap, but
That don't sound good.
way to go in here. It is delicious. I mean, if you're Robert the Brain Dunn, you're gonna spend $30 on chicken fingers only. But if not, there's a lot of other great stuff. All right, let's see.
I don't
Did
know,
that
chicken
work?
fingers
Are you guys
very
seeing?
Oh, we can
Are
see
you
that.
seeing?
Yeah, we can
Can
see
you
your
see my
screen.
Kickstarter?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we are. This will be here tomorrow. This is called the plot twist, as you guys know. El Super Hombre goes face to face with Snakebit after piecing together their grim past. A lot of cool stuff in the story. Super Hombre, if you are reading along in the story, he is part of the Hombre family legacy. Big dog up top is El Jefe Hombre, and the next predecessor was El Hombre del Dios. El Super Hombre is hoping to be the next great champion of that legacy or bloodline. We have a really cool promotional video that if you like minor animation, you should definitely check out. We have a small funding goal, which will help with the printing costs and some of the art. I think this is kind of arbitrary. I think we'll be over this hopefully relatively soon. Some people have actually suggested making it super small, so when you go to Kickstarter, it says this project is 5,000% funded, and that might catch some eyes, but I don't know if that's needed or not. But this range here, I think it was $3.99, is a very realistic goal of what would be needed to kind of bring this to life. 4/3 is tomorrow. Right now, I think it's going to be very short, only 21 days. Okay. So the reason why we're doing this is for a couple reasons. Number one, these tend to be really kind of ultimately funded by our existing players. We're really not in a position to pump a ton of money into advertising and all the tricks that make everything successful nowadays. This is going to be a raw thing that's just, getting you some cool Super Show perks, keeping guys like myself, Christopher Guardino, Pat Mulligan, Kieran Squires, Elvis working on these awesome projects. Hopefully continuing things where we have like Heather, who's created a lot of these chibi characters for us with the intention to do some videos and stuff in the future. So there's a lot of people here that funding this project is going to help us long term, especially when we get to that issue number 12. What everybody's here. It's okay. Continue.
It's okay.
All right. So you're going to see all the different items that are offered. This could be a little bit more confusing. Let's break it down. First and foremost, let's look at the story, and then we'll get into the reward tiers. This is, again, all your basic information. If you're not familiar with what's going on, this is the 7th issue of a 12-part series. We had the lead, the follow-up. Then we had the sideshow, the opening act, the main attraction. And now we are over at the plot twist. So we actually have some really cool art featuring Super Hombre and Snakebit. Most of the art in the book is done by Kieran. We are doing some spotlights, which is going to be for future box sets. You might see like Big Shot vs. Rising Sun box set come back. So some really awesome art that we've been working on. I think that one was particularly pretty cool. If you have ever backed our Kickstarters and you elected to be drawn into the stories, that's something that'll be permanently there. Our goal eventually is to do like a 12-part book, which is like a graphic novel form. So your stuff will be in there for life. So if you do that for us, we greatly appreciate it. There are spaces that Kieran leaves open for you to put your characters in. And you're part of the story absolutely forever. You'll be on some Super Show card art, and you get promo cards for that as well. Schmidt, nice job on these selections.
I know, right? I did some good work.
He did. I like the stretch goals. You got like a stretch.
Yeah.
You did pretty nice. Your stretch goals. We'll get into this. We're gonna get Pedro Valiant print. $10,000 to unlock 4 promo cards. This is gonna be the KO strike, and then those 3 promo cards that we spoiled earlier. I think they're very good. I've gotten mixed reviews. I've got solid 3 to best card ever printed. Okay, so I think it is a very valuable card. All of those will be yours for free if we hit a very attainable goal of $10,000. Okay, this is an easy. I could have just listed these things for $10, $15 each, but I want you guys to help make these projects come to life, and I think that you're getting a really insane value if you're backing this project, getting those cards. 12 is going to be Chief Coffee, because it does not look like we're going to hit our backer goal. And then 15 will get us a brand new character, never before seen, Pedro Valiant full set. As you can see, the art is still under commission, so this is really cool. We'll get into some of the spoilers on what that does shortly. Rewards. I will also open this up to additional rewards. You're going to see items. This is a mix of the rewards and single items. That might be a little confusing. You're going to want to look at your reward tiers. For just $9, you get the book. And that's it. For $22, you get just Super Show perks. Okay, that'll be a character and whatever stretch goals are unlocked. All right. So you get a promo set and a character for $22. That's the cards number 4, 5, and 6. We'll show you that taking a dive, plus the Mayor of the Chain Gang. If you can, people, I would greatly appreciate for the $7 difference, get yourself a book, because this will really help our stretch goals if more people do this compared to that. If you're not into comic books and it's not your thing, I understand. I appreciate you backing. I don't want to pressure somebody into doing something they don't. But if you could swing the $7, get the book, give it to somebody who might be into comic books. You know, this is something that's really
Yes, you heard Dive Bomada.
For $69, Giggity, if you've missed it, you could catch up on all 7 of the books.
Oh.
And that'll come with the perks as well. For $149, this is an awesome value, people. You get drawn into the comic book. And you get an additional character. So for $149, you're getting the comic book, you're getting the 4-card promos, you're getting all the unlocked stretch goals, you're getting the Mayor of the Chain Gang, you're getting the exclusive tag team Ninja Firebirds, and you're getting joined into the comic book panel. And I always take those comic book panels with people on it, and I put them on cards, right? So you'll also be featured on a Super Show card. For $449, you are getting a half-page spotlight. This will come with a bonus of all the issues with it, right? So if you want to have a collection of that, it'll come with it. You're going to get the 4-card promo set, the Chain Gang, get drawn in the book, all unlocked stretch goals, half-page spotlight, which can be used for a finisher or a competitor. This is the only time you're able to do a competitor face card alt art. This is the only, if you hear me very carefully, these 2 tiers are the only time you could say, I would like to switch my gimmick without buying the finishers. It's the only time, right? So you can't just buy a face card and get a new character. You can with this campaign. Okay. Then for the full spotlight, you're getting all those above as well, but you're getting a whole full page in the book.
Commissioner asking Steve, can I get the real beaters in the comic book if he does the drop?
I don't know. Full sentence here. Can I get the real beaters in the comic book? What does that mean?
Not as a Kickstarter exclusive, just literally in the book.
I mean, that's the one right before it.
Yeah.
Get drawn into the book.
Yeah, no, the 150. But
Yeah.
he's talking about putting all 6.
No, he said the real beater singular.
Oh, real beater.
Yeah,
Real beater.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then these are the tiers that you could purchase. Now, we're doing very heavy on the add-ons this year.
Ooh.
Okay, again, I want this project to be successful. I could have listed all these things on the website, but I think it's much better if we do something collectively and not only buying the stuff you want, but it's going to help you and everybody else get some free stuff. So we're going to move over to the add-ons. For $15, if you are a collector, these are the only ways to ever get these alternate art covers. We don't reprint them. We've never reprinted an alt art cover. So we did something differently. We're only opening up to 50. If 20 of them sell, we'll probably print like 25 of them just to have extras just in case. And then that's it. They're gone. They'll never be, you'll have a very limited item. You're also, if you buy this and only this, you're going to get 3 alternate art promos. They are going to be 3 of my favorite cards: Beat Down in the Corner, Catapult, and Blindside Kick. Okay, I'll show those off. Okay, now you are getting exclusive promo cards. I've listened to your feedback every single year. You are not getting a card that is not readily available. However, you are only getting these artworks if you buy this. So what does that mean, people? There are going to be about maximum 50 of those promo cards printed with these comic books, right? You can also get the real beater, okay? This is a $19 deal. In the past, Kickstarter exclusive characters have been much, much more, but you can add the real beater to your campaign. You could purchase it outright right here. There are also 2 new spectacle cards that you may get. Lifts you up and drags you down. All right, these are cards that give you a one-time protection from if stop cards. Lifts you up allows both players to draw a card instead of the if stop text. Drags you down, forces both players to bury a card instead of the if stop text on your opponent's card. Okay, so this is pretty essential. You could order it first here in this limited edition art style through the Kickstarter campaign. Okay, so if you want this, you could back the Kickstarter for $1, become a backer, and you can add this on as an add-on. Make sense?
Yep.
Kickstarter comic book playmats. There's a couple of them left. I think they're super dope. If you want to add one of those on, they're just $20. You can. If you don't want to go to the big tiers, but you want the Ninja Firebirds, you can do that for $20. Okay, so they're not exclusive to that tier. You can get them. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep. Yeah.
Again, I'm listening to everybody's feedback. I hope that you guys come out and support it. I'm literally trying to do all the things that you guys asked, the things that have annoyed people in the past, that have made a good amount of money. I've omitted all of that. This is a community project. This is something that I've been working on for 10 years, and we're getting closer and closer. It's very exciting for me to be officially over the halfway point. Also, for new people, you can get a Super Lucha. You can get a Super Show box set. Here is a really good deal. You want to treat yourself and help the campaign? 6 old school packs for $55. Okay.
Wow.
It's a really good deal. Probably too good. I should probably change this deal. Okay. But if you want to treat yourself to some things, you can do that. Another really good deal, instead of the price of a finish card online, you could back the Kickstarter for $225 and create yourself a finish. All right. So now I do have some time for tomorrow. If there are things that people feel they would love to add to the Kickstarter, that, hey, I've been really thinking about getting this. Is it possible you could put this on as an add-on? You have some time to let me know, and I will gladly put that on, if it makes sense. Okay, I'm not going to put card number 15. The end is near as a Kickstarter add-on. But if there are some other purchases that you've been thinking about doing, and you'd like some support to go here, there's a possibility. Some people suggested adding a champion to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
As an add-on.
I mean, like, you could also, doing a full alt-art competitor is already basically a part of it.
Yes.
Yes. Drew saying no more champion to Kickstarter. Evil Ed saying yes to the champion to Kickstarter.
Yeah, I mean, if people want it, I'll add it. Do add on.
How about one of those? How about a spectacle with LFF in the name that counters hand destruction?
I have other ones here, but they're not hand destruction counters yet. That is not a bad idea. The champion of Kickstarter card. I'm very low on these, matter of fact.
Ooh, new art. Alt art champion of Kickstarter.
Oh. Oh.
I mean,
have Kieran draw a new one.
I mean, would people want that?
Yes. Are you kidding me?
So let me think of a way to get collectors to buy Champion Kickstarter again.
Right?
Uh,
And how many? And I've brought this up before, and it's gotten nixed. You foil it and you give it out as tournament prizes for big world winners. So if you win a world,
no, I don't know. I mean, if people want an Alt Art Champion Kickstarter, I will do it. Yeah. What?
I mean, I'm just thinking as a Kickstarter like add-on, that would make sense. Maybe if that needs time to prepare, do it on the next Kickstarter. But
and Paul and Chibi still doesn't have one. The man does not have.
yeah,
a
and we don't need more of those out there.
it's like at this point like the 7th or 8th best entrance card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally to help Kickstarters. That's the whole point. Like if I have a choice, if I need to win a match to save my life, and I can run Ringside Ruckus with the floats or Champion the Kickstarter, I'm running Ringside Ruckus with the floats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ringside Ruckus came out really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think overall it's fine. There are just certain
It's
characters
not,
where it's
yeah,
like this is way good.
it's not broken, but it's extremely good. You know,
Yeah.
the reroll on bump ones, the +1 or -1 on bump ones. I would put them all above Champion of Kickstarter, which is also still really good. It's not that it's not really good. It's just that there's other entrances that are really good. But this is the intention of this card is to help Kickstarters.
Like I run Ruckus with Velvet Assassin version 2. It pisses people off, but it's so much fun.
Kieran, get to work.
Huh. He's sleeping right now.
Is he?
It's 6 hours ahead, Steve.
It's early. Come on, man. He's bushed out. I have advertised a delivery date of October. I want to say that if you do the commissioned artwork and you are very confident that you will not have any issues with your backing, I will start the production on it immediately if you fill out a form. On good faith. Okay, does that make sense to people?
Mhm.
My goal is here. Super Lucha, we already have our samples. Our samples are been adjusted. We should be good in time for Origins, which would be about 2 months prior to our advertised delivery time. Because of that, we also have another project that we haven't made totally public that we're expecting to do in June, May, June area. My goal is to have this completed before that campaign is over. So even though we're advertising for October, I would like to have this set up and done before then. Why won't you see? What's going on? What did I miss? Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to try. I try to always keep our advertised delivery date higher than what I actually expect. And we have delivered every single one of our Kickstarters after our original one early. So again, we do that to give us a cushion here. So we are on track to deliver the next Kickstarter. People may feel that they're waiting a while, but almost 2 months early. That's what we're focused on, making sure that we have that for Southern Pride Gaming and for Origins Game Fair. So even though this is in October, assuming you folks who backed and say, I'm going to do the real beater in here, I want him on the page, we'll get it working as soon as we possibly can. So that will help us immensely. If I have to wait 2 weeks, the 3 weeks for the campaign, then 2 weeks for the money to clear, and then for the picks, it's going to put us back about an extra month. So, I mean, a lot of people here helping this project. You guys have been around for a long time. We greatly appreciate that. So we will make it happen for you. And I'd like to get it rolling, rocking and rolling as soon as possible. And again, Elvis, who is one of the top artists here, he is prioritizing this. His spotlight work and the things that he's doing, he has not been given extra images to work on until after this campaign. In real time, I think he almost timed it perfectly. I think he has about 3 more images, if that, to complete, and then he's going to hit the spotlights, rocking and rolling. And then Kieran, if we could get him out of the bush for a long enough time, he is going to start inking you guys on the page. He is already drawing, as you see, the Pedro Valiant finishers, and then we're going to go from there. So let's see. If I go to Dropbox, issue 7, some of the things that we have in case you missed some of the spoilers. What is going to be a part?
Kirk asking. Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind.
I think I know what he means.
Yeah.
What's up? What I do?
Nothing. You didn't do anything.
Question in the chat is the create a finish card limited to Super Show the game? I think it means to ask, could you do a Super Lucha
Finish.
No, not at the moment. No.
Okay.
Super Lucha, the second deck is almost ready, which is really great. You know, we have our second solo mode deck.
Oh.
Keezy McKeezy and the Lucha Maniacal Uberstar. Those characters haven't been developed, but the cards have been yet. And then I think there will be a second
It
opportunity.
doesn't matter. I'm going to destroy the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really? Yeah, how to say his name, Steve?
Okay. So you get deleted. Delete.
So these new
All right.
spectacles
So
change the wording of the stock text to just say each player draws a card.
And it's an opponent's card.
top 96, no debate.
So you can't use it on yourself to not get disqualified because there's already a card for that.
Yep.
There's already a spectacle.
That is right.
You
Some
could
other
use it
cards
to
here.
prevent an opponent from getting himself disqualified.
The flames we carry on.
We got some new sets here. Oh, we have 2 drumstick chokes.
Hey, poor
Oh,
Uberstar.
recovered. Your finish rolls +1 for each other card and play with drumstick or flash to the name. Max 2. Randomly reveal one card in your hand. That card's drumstick in the name. Bury one card in your player's discard pile. Randomly reveal one card. Okay, I can delete you. Let me waste Russia.
I gotta redo that art, Grandpa.
They're a really cool tag team. The Waffle Iron. Intent. I like that card. That's very clever. Crank it out, baby.
He's saying, what about an Ikuzo finish?
Who's asking this?
Kirk. Michael Kirk.
Kirk who?
Michael Kirk. Oh, the Outlaw Mudcast.
What? Who does he want to make a finisher for?
Yeah. Get rocked.
Blindside. Pete talked me into this here.
That's Drew jumping in with his wand, but
yeah,
wasn't the question.
This is not a Kirk
What's
Polka.
the want? Yeah.
He wants the Eva Firecat and printed immediately.
Slithering back suplex. Stomp your block off. I mean, again, these cards seem really cool. Hope we get there. Game on. Search your deck or discard pile for a skill card and add it to your hand. I am shocked that the unanimous decision is this card is fine because I think it's incredible.
Search your deck for or discard pile for.
I mean, it's 6. So you're sacrificing a stop for it, but it's one of the cards that's actually potentially worth it. And I'm not a big fan of replacing stops in specific numbers, including 4, 5, 6. But this one would make me think about it. If it had a keyword that was relevant to me, and I was kind of covered on, I might do one of these. It's pretty good. But at the same time, it's not significantly different than the reveal cards until you get blah and then bury him or shuffle him back in your deck. Your opponent's just not seeing the other cards. That's it.
Yep. The real beater.
The real
Go
beer.
beater. Phoenix
Oh,
Reborn.
this line.
Oh, why are you in here?
I don't know.
This is
Probably
interesting.
looking
Maybe
at the
this will be
Zoom, but I'm
unlocked as
not.
well. Ooh, that. See this? This is a past Steve's thinking this would have been a really good idea to put in the Kickstarter because it's spotlight art. Interesting. Maybe we'll have a way to unlock the Phoenix Reborn. Spoiler alert. With some community goals. Pedro Valiant. Triple the numbers in the text of your entrance cards with training with in the name.
So
Love this.
I've already played against a lone bear in Cub running one of those, so I can. Yeah, it's real good.
And that's a
It's real
trio,
good.
right?
No, it's a single.
It's a single.
Isn't Lone Bear you can use it 3 times?
No.
Not triple it?
No.
Are you sure?
Right. Oh no, you're right. It was the I was playing against the trio. Sorry,
The Firebirds.
the trio.
The Chain Gang.
Chief.
Coffee. All right. So that is what we have going on for this week. For tomorrow. Should be live, I'd say about 11 o'clock, right before expanding the universe. Jump in there, and then we'll have ways to unlock the Phoenix Reborn as well. That'd be really exciting. Who knows, Schmidt? Maybe we'll put a stretch goal on updating the finish art for Cheap Coffee too. If we get there. Maybe that'll be an added stretch goal as well. I think if the community would rise up, it'd be a cool gift for Mr. Brian Wayford Schmidt. All right.
And what you could do is since it's a community goal, you can randomly pick from the backers, and whoever one of the backers is the other person on the finish. Like randomly roll somebody for the strike, randomly roll somebody for the grab, randomly roll somebody from the sub of the people who have backed.
I mean, coming up with the good ideas.
Right.
Thus, people get invested in that goal being met.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We could see that for sure. Oh, big brain plays here.
Right.
All right. So everybody wants Scrappers as deck of the week, right? That's like popular demand we have here.
What a dog of a deck.
Apparently.
No,
It's
we
pretty
have
rough.
a deck of the week is coming in from a trios deck.
Yep.
Courtesy of the LFF finalist in Faction Wars was Justin Myers. You got this up on here, Schmidt?
Give me a moment. I'll get it up.
Oh, Schmidt, it'd take you a while to get
man.
it up these days, huh?
Wow.
Terrible.
Well,
terrible.
he still need-
That's not a joke.
You know what? No. Not after that comment. No, I'm not getting it up.
You need him to still be able to perform for Faction Wars, and you're telling him he can't do
Hey,
it
I'm
anymore.
lobbying for him to get a world title shot.
I don't want the world title. I want.
Then
the
you shouldn't have played the World's competitor.
I played
He
the
didn't
Underworld.
play the
I
World.
played
He's
Underworld.
Underworld
He's
competitor.
Underworld.
Oh, okay.
He should be worlds, but he is worlds. But at the time of the draft, he was not.
Right.
Take the knee, Schmidt. Only one person's getting an advantage from this, and it's the TVA commissioner.
Well,
This was
This-
the
it's not an advantage.
SRG Universe deck. Interesting. They're super powerful. If you're not ready to get hit with unstoppables, they just don't have to do anything the whole match. Stand for my national anthem,
Ugh.
which is what does that do?
You
Finish
can't-
cards?
No, you spectacles. You can't use spectacles.
And
Oh,
finishes
and
can,
what
and
else?
finishes can be stopped.
Only finishers.
Correct.
So
Does
it's not doing
affect
the
their other
abusive
rolling
way
cards.
with the headband drop. Okay,
Correct.
all right. So stand for my national anthem, Cosmic Smash, Pineapple Sheep, Friends and Rivals. People love these cards. I don't use them unless there's like a huge reason for it. You have so much card advantage with the ability to just pass and get cards. I could see it. I mean, can't argue with that. APOC, Rejected, and Derailed. I will still say to the death of me, Derailed is one of the best cards of all time. Stop being a hater. You just hate getting beat by it. I'm going to say 25 to 27 right now. Sizes of fives in the dog are probably the best cards ever printed. but Derailed is up there with me. The way I look at it is there's a very small amount of cards that I can't let hit if I'm way ahead. Maybe 718 or something along the lines. What do we got here, Schmidt? Just a chat box here.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is this? Oh, because I have to watch Twitch as well too on the screen. Go ahead.
I've had so many matches where I thought I was dead in the water and they saved me. I love seeing Derailed out here. APOC, not my cup of tea. Amazing card, obviously, when you can throw unstoppables right at each other and reject it. Number 7, Rolling Forearm. Unstoppable, makes a ton of sense. Chug, chug, chug. That's you get to play a second card or top deck 3 finishers, right?
Chugga, chugga,
Nope.
chugga. Chug, chug,
No.
chug.
Chug, chug, chug. You get both. Yeah, so this is an interesting pack in this deck. I tend to like that card specifically if I have multiple finishers in my deck.
Yeah.
But I guess, having the crowd meter buff, it's basically like a Calder crowd late game. Rolling Headlock, unstoppable with gimmick. Brawling and punching, very difficult to stop. Rolling Senton, impossible to stop. Rolling Forearm Lock, impossible to stop. That's a nice 10 through 12. Banhammer Block, Legendary Acknowledgement, Cosmic Knee in the ropes. I mean, Jokerfish here is a great player. He does designs much differently than I do, but I'm going with look at my opponent's hand. I guess you really don't care about looking at your opponent's hand when your cards are unstoppable, right? Normally, I don't run the friendly draws and stuff for the Cosmic Knee in the rope and the Legendary Acknowledgement with the trios. I like to use it if your 3 is greater. But I guess you don't really care, right? You don't care what's in your opponent's hand. You're playing things that can't be stopped. Schmidt, what are you doing here?
I'm not. That's not me. Don't worry.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, we got a pin. No, I'm sorry. I didn't have Schmidt pinned. I'm sorry. Rolling Llama Lock can't be stopped. Rolling German can't be stopped. Oh my God. Rolling Leg Lock can't be stopped. Get Burned, Hook the Top Rope, and Well Scouted. I think that these are a really great call in trios because trios is just so spotlight heavy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Then you have Well Scouted, followed by Lightning Strikes. Lightning Strike will pump the crowd meter up for that Boss Roddy beatdown finisher. That's really cool. Rolling Suplex can't be stopped.
And the chug, chug, chug.
And the chug, chug. Oh, interesting. Yes, that is true. It lets you play a second card. I don't know how often you would need that since you already have a follow-up in play, but yes.
It's not so much a need, but
it is cool. It is a perk.
Nice.
Flying Fly Trap. She said should have been BCW Rolling Leg Cutter.
removal is so important.
So important. He says he would go with the Rolling Leg Cutter.
Someone needs to
That
be
can't be stopped.
watching what they're putting on Twitch
Hey.
now.
Schmidt, I think how come you didn't do the actual image this time?
Because I'll tell you after the show.
That's the way you should.
I know.
Flying Fly Trap should have been BCW Rolling Leg Cutter. I would kind of agree with that, right? I mean, the removal is huge, but it obviously wasn't missed, right? He went on to win the trios event.
Yeah.
But you just have so much stuff like free board cleared, springboard moonsault, mean mugged, and small fortune. That's a ton of recovery on those stops.
They're so good.
Yeah. Boss Roddy Beatdown is a monster finisher, especially if you're playing with Khalees's crowd meter.
And
Peasant
two of those-
Driver is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like that blanks the crowd meter and gives you +4. I mean, was Jokerfish just killing everybody with the Boss Roddy Beatdown, or he's just
no,
throwing rogue peasant drivers,
He
right?
was so the match I watched, which was the finals, he was throwing the Witch's Brew like heavily because that was the stronger finish for him. So
Yeah, what are the boosts on the Witch's Brew for the trio? Because I like if you have it's the back claw. That's probably a really good one, right? You get one reroll on a finish. You know, you have a lot of good options. But this deck list I thought was really awesome. Trios is super competitive. SRG Universe really good, but this is a really unique deck list, I would say.
Yeah.
Not your average that you see for trios in general, and then the finish combinations as well.
Were there steps in the tournament?
it was just straight up trios. It was run by Foreman. So
Okay.
I believe she only had just the trio stip as your only stipulation. So
There it is. There's your deck of the week. Um, I did back-to-back weeks with scrappers. No tricks really in 86. Just the EDM entrance card. Those cards are some of my favorite cards. As pointed out by guys like Press 1P, it does expose, what strikes you're running. Opponent knows you're not running boss beats or this and that. But I definitely love if I have a character who doesn't get any sort of card advantage or recovery off their gimmick or any turn roll boost, somebody like Scrappers that isn't doing anything in the game. I really like having, basically a secondary effect for those entrance cards.
Yeah, I like running original SRG boss and trading deck knowledge for drawing a card every single time I hit something.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And then
pretty
Pedro
good.
Valiant, I think you're gonna see either Gia's, right, which has been pretty
Yeah.
popular, again, +3 on stops, or drop a forearm shot, draw 3 is nice. Draw 4, right? Pretty good stuff. So I look forward to that guy coming out. All right, tomorrow.
Draw 3 way better than +3.
what's the plan tomorrow, boss?
Expanding the universe.
Do we have anybody booked?
We do not, so we can just work on whatever.
Okay, maybe we'll show off some more Kickstarter stuff.
Um,
Obviously that's the big one, right? We want to have the Kickstarter
Yeah.
up and running. Hopefully see you guys there for some support. This is a very big time for us. There's a lull before major conventions and stuff. We don't have any major releases. So this Kickstarter is huge to getting us over the hill to Origins and the Gen Con and
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
um,
Not as big as a Super Lucha. I mean, listen, if we could do Super Lucha numbers, it'd be fantastic. But I'm thinking it's gonna be a much more humble, modest little show, and I hope we have a great turnout.
we will. We'll have a great turnout.
And then give me my damn title shot against Robert the Brain Dub.
Oh wait, hold on, real quick. CMC. I'll see you at I'll see you this weekend.
Whoa, yeah,
that Play True
CMC
ti- for that Play True title. I'm
It's
bringing
going
it
on the
back.
line.
I'm bringing it.
I
back.
have announced my speaking of big match, my triad matchups. I had tried to pair them regionally. I'd like to see some played in person. I believe Jason Poisson, Mr. Press 1P, and Johnny Eldorado may have to play online. We won't see Mr. Johnny Eldorado this weekend. I will say that I will have a pretty awesome prize. If you haven't seen that post, get your bracket picks down. And if you manage to hit the bracket, I'll make sure that we have some pretty good stuff set up for that. So you're going to have to pick the winners of each match and who goes on to win the whole event. And as additional picks, you have to pick who they pinned in each round.
Wow.
So it's going to be very hard to get all of the components. We'll see if anybody gets pretty close. I think if you got Press 1P pinned in Jason Poisson, just throw your sheet out, man. I've seen somebody do that. Yeah.
We did have a poll that went up, boss. About what should happen if you should get your shot against Bob Dunn, Rambo for America, or a Yodo Kiri out the ring, in reference to Yamato Hama. And the Yoda Kiri out of the ring won the poll. No, there was no bits involved. It was just a straight up vote.
So translate that to somebody who's not familiar with
What
sumo.
do the all right? So the Yoda Kiri is the strike finish for Yamato Hama. So they would love to see Yamato Hama get a U.S. title shot. That's what that
Is that for me?
No.
Or Kobe Cram?
I think Kobe. Because Kobe's been playing Yamato Hama a lot and has been doing pretty well with it. So
Isn't he a tag team champion at the moment?
he is a tag team champion with the Grump, the
Yeah,
GRP.
so I would say next.
Okay.
On sale right now
I was just about to say
with
yes,
a botched card, a number 5. The WWX box sets. It is a good value. There are significant upgrades in those sets. It is listed on the website, supershowthegame.com. You will get a version of Head Crush, Snap Suplex, and why can't I think of what the other one is? Head Crush, Snap Suplex, and Stomp That is not an or. It is Berry 1 +1. You also get Jeremy Steigerwald's going to like this a lot. He might have to buy 4 box sets right now. You'll get a version of Axe Kick, Shoulder Snap, and Grab Hold of the Ropes that also stops a lead.
Oh, wow.
Yes, big change.
Wow.
So 3 very good cards in those box sets. Make them
Oh, buying
compete
one
with
now.
your
I'm buying.
Fight of the Dog, and so on and so forth. If you're buying it now, you're going to get the misprinted number 8, which is printed as a number 5. And you will get, it'll just be errated to be a number 8.
Ooh.
If you order it after the 14th, you get the corrected versions at least. So if you want the rare misprint, get it now.
The DQ line at 10 through 12 is also in that. I'm looking at the side of the box
Yeah,
right now.
let me get the box right now. Okay, so here we go. Your deck list. I made it a very good deck list. What's so funny? It says punch number 2. We gotta fire this editor. This is getting out of hand. These editors are terrible. Sorry, allergy. You're getting number 1 punch, number 2 hip toss, which is lockup, headlock, kick, hip toss, armbar, stomp, snack suplex, head crush, gut shot, snap cutter, jaw jammer, kick into the corner, falling power slam, single leg grab, flying elbow, capture suplex, chokehold, trash bash smash, pile driver, crash and burn, flying knee strike, diving takedown, crossbow, axe kick, grab hold of ropes, and shoulder snap. And then you also get Chris Angel's, Boss Lady Bella, KO Princess, and Dylon, which you may have because they were pre-released.
Are these going to be on sale at the tabletop event?
I should have a couple of them, sure. Yeah,
Right.
I have some
Okay.
here.
I'll get
But they
mine
will be given to the WWX for their show, which is going to have Moose and Casey Navarro and 100 great people.
Wait, Moose is
over there.
Casey and Moose.
Moose, yeah. So a lot of gonna be a really great card.
Oh my! Moose was the greatest all-time reaction to seeing Super Show.
He's great, dude. He really is awesome.
He was showing these spectacle chaps in the bathroom and immediately got creeped out.
Oh yeah, he didn't like that. A lot of people don't like that. It's one you definitely have to explain. All right. Anything else you need to cover?
No, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow for Expanding Universe. Let Todd Brooks know that we're doing something tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
No.
Yes, live here on Twitch.tv/SRGUniverse and YouTube.com/@SRGUniverse. Yeah, it'd be a crying shame if Todd called Rambo at 2 o'clock in the morning again. A crying shame.
Stop telling people to do that, Smith.
Just saying.
All right. Can I get a bye, man?
Bye, man.
Bye.